how's it going? Travis and Susie here from the Wolf HunterZ, and we have a reaction video for you. We've got some social media links in the description box below, and the next video is brought to you by Maddie McMadster, bringing us The Warning, yes, Mayday in the Making, EP 2.
You mean
episode, sorry.
The entire EP.
Forgive me, I didn't mean that, okay? I'm just on a roll here.
Began.
The Warning, Mayday in the Making, episode 2, how it all began. Thank you. Oh my goodness. All right. Thank you. I'm so glad that the Warning Army is so kind and loving and generous and such. And so full of grace and mercy. Thank you. I love you guys. Go on, hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and feel free to comment below. Here we go.
Hello, I am Paulina Villarreal. I am 18 years old. I am the drummer for the band The Warning.
My name is Alejandra Villarreal. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico, and I'm the bass player for the band The Warning.
I'm Daniela Villarreal. I am the guitar player and lead singer of The Warning. So, The Warning...
Alright, so first of all, can I just say right off the bat, the ability to obviously speak Spanish, okay, and then immediately go right into English flawlessly with no accent, that is impressive.
Yeah, we were talking about that today because we saw another person on another show who was from Puerto Rico switch from speaking to her father in her native language to this English, this American accent, like English speaking person, and it was
flawless.
Just, it was bananas to us that there was no accent. Anyway,
Mia from Hell's Kitchen. It was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Warning came to be in a very early stage of our lives. We started playing classical piano at a very young age. I think I was 6 and Pau was around 4.
It was a family environment of music.
We started playing the piano when we were very young. We started with like classical music, and then we bought this video game, Rock Band, the Rock Band.
The Rock Band.
Rock Band.
When we bought the game, that was the moment when we were like, hey, we want to do that.
We absolutely love.
That's so awesome. I love that. I love that so much.
What's so good is they already have this amazing foundation in chords and notes and music with the piano.
Yeah.
That video game, we played it all the time. I would just be like jumping around with my guitar. Pat would never let me play the drums because that was her thing and she was super good at it, and I was just like, no.
When we bought the game, I noticed Paulina, and she was like, like with so much coordination, and I told her like, look at Paulina.
But you need to take into account that I was like 6 years old at that time.
My next week, Paulina was in lessons.
Wow.
The thing with Danny was...
They just noticed right off the bat, like, yo, she got it. Like, there's something there. That's good parenting.
That is great
That's
parenting.
really good parenting when you identify something and you're like, no, we got to run with it.
Yeah, and you know, you're not you're when you can notice your child's gift or destiny and not, you know, not your hopes and dreams for them.
Yeah.
You know, I think that that's a really good and special parent that can go, ooh, I notice my child is bent toward this way, and I'm going to support them the way they're bent. And then you just...
Or it's so easy to set them up for what you're familiar with because you're familiar with it. You know what to do.
Yeah, so on Dad for noticing that she had a knack for those drums. And then right away, the next week, to put her in lessons, that is believing in your kid, you know? It's awesome.
She wanted the guitar because of the Rock Band. But we knew that it was going to be difficult for her because she was 8 years old.
I asked my dad if I could play the guitar, and he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. And he said 6 months. And by the week, I wanted to give up.
But she kept her promise, and by that time, she already started to love.
I was about 3 when we got the Rock Band, so I didn't actually play. She was a baby. Ale basically, when we were playing Rock Band, I was clapping next to us. I picked the bass when I was about like 6 or 7, and I was like, ooh, I want to play that. Don't know what it is, but I want to play it. And when she started playing the bass, we started like thinking like, hey, these instruments, like we can play them together. We were like, oh, these 3 instruments actually make up.
I'll tell you what, there is something about being the youngest that is incredible, because you're getting to see and watch those ahead of you kind of like lay that foundation, and then you're basically, your floor is their ceiling at that point, you know, and that is just incredible, you know. And then I feel like as a parent too, you're learning things with the first one, starting to get it with the second one. By the third one, you're like, all right, I got this nailed.
You know
now.
what? Your siblings start to pave the way for you. You know, she had this way paved for her, but like at the same time, I wonder if their parents were like, hey, like you don't have to do that, but like if you want to, yeah, but you don't have to do what your siblings are doing, but like if you want to,
then what's wild is each one of them. They are kind of starting in their own way on their own, though, because it's all different instruments. It's not like, okay, this one does guitar, then the second one does guitar, and then the third one does guitar. It's like, no, each one is sort of, in a sense, starting from scratch with their own instrument.
Yeah.
With one on drums, one on bass, one on guitar, and it's like,
I feel like you can't go wrong with music lessons for your kids either, because like everybody loves music. Everybody on the planet loves music, and so, you know, regardless of whether you become like the Warning or not, like you are going to use it. You're gonna use it forever. You know, it's awesome.
A band. So we're like, we can start playing together.
We said like, why we should play something together, and that was it.
And that was it.
We had no idea that we were gonna do what we're doing today, like, at all.
For us, the decision to upload videos on YouTube was just like, we're gonna send it to our grandparents, the file's too big, let's upload it on YouTube and send them the link.
But suddenly they started getting a lot of attention.
All of a sudden, it exploded.
Our parents really reminded us that like this was for the music, and we could use that to start writing our own music. I think that was something that caused such a huge change in us, from just like, let's play for fun, to like, whoa, we're a band now.
Not everything.
That's so funny, because I relate to that. So not on their level, obviously, but just the idea of like, we started doing a few reaction videos just for fun and just uploading them on the internet, and next thing you know, it just like blew up really fast, and you're like, whoa, what the heck? And next thing you know, like, here you are.
Next thing you know, you're appreciating the fact that you grew up under a rock.
Let's play for fun, to like, whoa, we're a band now.
Not everything comes without its sacrifices. It was tons and tons of practice.
Suddenly, you're not just a normal little teenager who goes to school, does her homework. You're playing shows, you're playing in festivals, and you're playing in front of a lot of people. Something that maybe like a lot of people my age take for granted, like going to parties, going to school, even like people who like, oh my god, I need to wake up at like 6 a.m. and go to school every day, was something that like we couldn't do.
And I appreciate the support of my parents and all that they had to go through to get us to this point, because for them, it was just as hard.
As a parent, you never know which one is the right path. We wanted to support them, like any parent, just try to give them what makes them happy.
We usually compare it, what we're doing and what is happening, and what could have happened. But as we started playing more shows, and as more people started to show up, especially like at an international level, it was like, that's where it really settled in. Like, whoa, like this is for real. We are so grateful that we have the opportunity to be playing these shows, working this way, writing music. Like, all these opportunities don't happen to a lot of people.
Thanks to all of that and all the sacrifice that we put through as a team, and not only us, but our parents and our management, everyone is just so incredible, and I'm very grateful not only that we did it, but that we were able to overcome it.
Ooh, okay.
If we weren't in a band,
if we weren't in music in general, because we always get out of that question like, oh, it would be a song right now. Like, what would you do out of music?
Honestly, I think I would be a teacher.
A teacher.
A teacher.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you would be such a good
Yeah,
boss.
you'd be a
Oh,
good-
thanks.
Yeah.
I would like to
Oh,
write.
thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd be a
thanks.
good
You would
writer.
be a writer.
I would have to do
Definitely.
something creatively. I couldn't.
Yeah.
No, like a job office.
I honestly have no idea.
I think you would
Something,
be a good model.
Ah! Sure. I'm
Yeah.
not really good at posing, but you know,
You'd be a
could
good
work,
model.
I could work on
You
that.
got the height.
so.
You got the face.
That was awesome. That was so cool. I like that, Maddie McMaster.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
The warning is so endearing. I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
They're just so freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Incredible. Thank you so much for that. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed hanging out, hit subscribe. Check out the links below. Stay tuned. Stay positive.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I just wanna bang my thing. I just wanna